Hi, everybody. This is Mark Plunkett, the pastor of Heritage Presbyterian Church, with another of our 2-minute lessons. This one from Genesis. In fact, Genesis chapter 16 and chapter 17. Now, what's going on in this part of the book of Genesis? Well, Father Abraham, who was known as Abram back in the early part of Genesis, and his wife could not have any children. And so, as was the custom in those days, Abraham had sex with his wife's maidservant, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son that Abraham named Ishmael. However, after this happened, God appeared to Abram and said, "You're going to be the father of a great nation. Your descendants will be as numerous as the stars." And Abraham thought that he meant through Ishmael, and God said, "No, your wife Sarah is going to have a baby. That will be who your descendants come from." And Abraham didn't believe him at the time because he thought, how could Sarah have a baby? How could I father a child? She's too old. It's not going to happen. And God said, basically, I don't know why you're doubting. With God, everything can happen. Then Abram said, but wait a minute. What about Ishmael? And this is what God had to say. As for Ishmael, I have heard you. I will bless him and make him fruitful and exceedingly numerous. He shall be the father of 12 princes, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you next year in her season. So, even though it didn't look like this could happen, God made it happen anyway. And what's kind of unusual is the Muslims claim that Ishmael was the true son of Abraham. And so that's where they trace their faith through. However, Jews and Christians believe that Isaac was the true son of Abraham, and that's where they trace their faith through. So it's an interesting conversation to have with Muslims. They respect Father Abraham, and they respect Isaac too, but they believe Ishmael was the true son. Of course, we'll never really know, will we? According to the Bible that Christians and Jews follows, Ishmael was the son. Think about it. Amen.